name is Michelle Will-Collins, and I'm the Executive Director of the Children's Nature Institute. And I am very happy as well to be a part of this panel and that this film is highlighting this important issue. So thank you very much for making it. The Children's Nature Institute has been around for 25 years in providing transformational experiences for young children during their most formative years. So we work primarily with children from 0 to 8 years old or 3rd grade. And then we also have a program called Kids Leading Kids that works with children from 3rd grade onward on teaching environmental education to the younger ones. And what that looks like is going into the schools. We serve about 10,000 children a year. We go into schools particularly that are in low income and in struggling and vulnerable communities. And we're able to bring animals and natural artifacts into the classroom and then take the class on a visit to one of the more beautiful wilderness areas within Los Angeles, from Franklin Canyon to Eaton Canyon, Malibu Lagoon. And these field trips are offered at no cost to these schools. Then we are able to come back into the school environment, and knowing that there are a lot of barriers that actually keep these communities from going out to these beautiful spaces that still will exist, we let them know that nature is right outside your doors. So we go on urban nature hunts with them, and for an hour can examine the structure of a spider web and the habitat that connects that, and then how that is connected to ourselves. And so really teaching the interdependence and interrelatedness of nature, so that, as Jeff said, they get a sense of the impact that their daily actions make on the natural environment, and really get a sense of taking care of the earth for the future.
My name is Wayne Wilson. I'm the Executive Director of the Wildwoods Foundation, and our motto is building community by exploring nature. We work primarily with public schools here in Los Angeles, and we specialize in working with urban kids. And our focus is on building an understanding of relevance of nature to students' everyday lives. As David Suzuki said in the film, nature takes a while to reveal her secrets. So we feel that by providing an ongoing experience with nature, an introduction to why it's important in their lives and why it's right outside their door, just like Michelle just said, it's not something that we have to go very far away to find. We actually have an online component to our program that's called Web of Our World that allows students to document their experience and then actually use their own photographs to compare nature and their neighborhood. So I definitely think that there's a way to balance these things, but it is important for us as educators and parents to try and seek that balance.
Yep. Thank you all. I think all of us are grateful for the programs cited here and cannot help but agree with all of these points of view. We only have a few minutes left because the next film is going to start, but I thought that here at Artivist we're committed to practical real-world solutions. So I thought perhaps, Lo, I'd start with you. As a parent, I know there are a lot of parents in the audience. How do we achieve this balance, and how do we certainly we can make use of the kinds of programs that the panelists mentioned, but in a very pragmatic kind of grassroots way, how as parents can we make a difference?
Well, I think we just have to do it. You just have to go outside, and that's I think it's as simple as that.
And by the way, I did mention that Lo happens to be a medical doctor, so there may be some medical and physiological ramifications as well. How much time? I know this is putting you on the spot, but how much time should parents let kids live in the virtual real world? I know that there's not one single answer, but how is the balance achieved, and are there any general guidelines that you might be able to provide?
Well, I don't know about guidelines, but certainly, number one, there is an imbalance, that we are out of balance currently. We need to go the other direction. Number two, absolutely there is a link between what's the amount of exposure to the lack of exposure to the natural environment and ADD, obesity, depression, chronic fatigue. So we absolutely have to be moving in the other direction and get outside.
Let me just add that one of the things that we found in sharing the film with others is that young people respond incredibly well to the film. It really sparks their thoughts. And my thought in regards to your question is to open up a dialogue with young people and to discuss with them the issue of balance and disbalance, and bring them into it, because there's almost a sense of relief I've sensed from young people who have seen the film, like, wow, there's another option for me. I don't just have to be stuck in the virtual world.
Great. Well, to wrap up, perhaps each panelist could speak just very, very quickly one great idea of how to bring children back to the natural world.
I'm sorry, what was your name? Lon? I want to quote him. I'm going to reference it. Go outside. It's as simple as that. Go outside. And like the fellow from Norway, I forgot his name that was quoted in the film, take your dinner out, just go outside. Whatever, go outside and take a walk. It's as simple as that.
I would agree with that. I think that it's about going outside without an object to play with. I'm going to add that element. So that it's really about exploring, discovering, and it's looking with a microscope approach at the texture of the bark, the different colors of the leaves, the sounds that you hear, the birds that you see, and work towards identifying what you're seeing and labeling it. I would also add plant a garden. I think that there's so much that can be learned from putting the seed to the ground to then picking the produce and using it into the kitchen, and how that impacts on your healthy lifestyle and becoming more active in general.
Thanks. One thing that we've instituted in our own household are our TV-free days, and that gives us all kind of opportunity to think creatively and figure out other things to do besides, watching Yo Gabba Gabba or some other, television show that my daughter really likes to watch. And, just to echo what everyone said, how simple is it as a parent just to go outside with your child or with a neighbor child or whoever's in your community and kind of begin to foster that. I think Rachel Carson said that, a child just needs one, adult to kind of take a child by the hand outside, and it kind of engenders that sense of wonder throughout life.
Are you very fast, please, because we're going to have to cut off.
Well, my suggestion, and that's from the gamer side of things, is that parents should engage their kids, and it should be a deal. It should be, I will, play games with you and learn with you, and let you tell me all these wonderful things you discover playing games, but you're gonna learn from my world as well. You're gonna go to the woods with me. We're gonna do some sports together. We're gonna go, outside at night and smell the air. You need to have both ways, and if your kids get that, they will give you the chance to show you this other side.
One shameless plug, www.childrennature.org is going to launch a campaign, international campaign in April 2011 called Let's Get Outside, or Let's Go. If you want more information about how to get involved, go to our website.
Thank you to all our panelists.